live from the Roach Room Nest. It's Tyler, Chris, and Leba reporting live on the Mandalorian Episode 2. This is Roach Room in Review.
Hello. It's me.
Good fucking God.
Yeah, that was a fucking crock, bro.
Just to let all the audio... God damn it. To let everybody know that's listening to this, this is about the 13th take.
Alright, so it was 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and it finally showed up. Woo! We live, gentlemen! It's not about being live because this is a YouTube series, buddy.
If this didn't grab my intro again...
Might be a little irritating.
I will see him in the middle of
your fucking forehead vein's gonna be something serious.
Yeah. Probably.
I gotta...
God damn it. Alright. Mandalorian 2.
Pull these notes up, though. Mandalorian 2? Mandalorian Episode 2.
Chapter 2.
Favreau, dude. Man, killing it.
Chapter 2.
Created by Leba.
John Favreau, bruh.
Boom.
Jesus. Don't ask me something about
We've
producer
been
or
drinking,
anything
everyone.
Like I'm
Good
fine.
Lord.
Now I'm drinking because,
yeah,
reasons.
Please do.
Party.
Jesus
Chug
fuck.
it.
Party chug it.
Can you leave? I'm being serious at this point.
All right.
Am. Episode 2, Mandalorian.
Yep.
Before we get into it, initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts
overall the
on
whole
it.
episode.
Okay, so
spoilers pending in probably about 5 minutes.
Spoilers pending right now.
Okay, right now then. Then get the fuck out of the chat. Just not the
if
chat,
you
but
listen to it.
Pause it.
Welcome. So my opinion on it immediately, because it's episode 2. Relax.
I'm good, dude. I have a beer.
Hey, alcohol is the problem solver. Anyway,
initial thoughts on the episode.
Glad I saw a lot more of Baby Yoda.
Well, yeah, they couldn't just
love him.
They couldn't just reveal him literally halfway through that, and everybody would lose their fucking minds.
Dude,
of episode 1.
I love how he's a dominant character now.
Oh.
He's using the Force.
Agree.
Yeah, dude.
Agree.
He wanted to a couple times, and Mando was like, "Nah, dude, keep your hand down."
He be made of them midi-chlorians, bruh.
Yeah, mad midi-chlorians in him.
Probably not as much as Anakin, but you know.
I don't know, dude.
Ooh, we might find that out. Though.
Yeah. So yeah, love that. Love Yoda in it. Baby Yoda is Bae in that. Love him.
A little weird, but okay.
Yeah, okay.
I got you. I feel you.
Probably gonna watch it again a couple times just to take everything in, like I did with episode 1.
You're not the only one.
My Mandalorian dude is kind of a big old bum in this episode.
You're a bum!
In this episode.
Well, at the same time, the first 2 guys that he fought off, he did it all right?
Correct.
First 2 guys that came for him in the beginning of the whole thing.
In this
it wasn't a haired rhino coming at him right off the bat, and he was just like, "You're dead." Nah.
Yeah.
Kind of took a little bit extra, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So yeah, in my opinion, it was honestly, in my opinion, it was a lackluster episode compared to episode 1. But that was kind of expected, in my opinion. Lee-Ball, what about you?
I was not impressed with that runtime. 28 minutes, man.
Runtime?
Runtime was a little
agree.
shit.
Number 1.
Yeah. We'll get into runtime later and everything with our final caps and stuff.
Mainly, I think it's dope they kind of went back to some old school characters, which you haven't seen since the original trilogy.
At the same time, you don't know if it is Master Yoda. It's probably not.
But
it's
the Jawas, though.
You were the Jawa. That's right.
I've seen them in the last
Good call.
Oh my god! When he's falling from the
episode
fucking
4.
Yeah,
dude, he's falling from the fucking little fortress. Oh my god!
That was a great
That's
scene.
hysterical.
Yeah.
That was when he was trying to climb it.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, like initial thoughts. Like, what was your favorite scene? Like I said, my scenes where Baby Yoda was dominant in this, and I
liked
every
when Baby Yoda apparently showed to everyone watching that he's using the Force.
Yeah,
but he
for sure.
exerted so much energy using it,
For
he
sure.
aged himself in the process.
Okay,
Possibly aged.
Pop.
You
Yeah.
don't know what that does
I like it. Okay,
as well.
hell yeah. All right, well, we're gonna have Chris break down the episode for us.
Damn,
and
dude,
then
my
we'll come-
fucking favorite part of the episode just doesn't matter to Tyler
God
right
damn
now.
it, dude! I
I'm just fucking with you. Honestly,
Tyler's an asshole.
Meanwhile,
Fuck, dude. Yeah. Okay, Stone,
Well,
go ahead.
I did like. I took notes, just going over those. Honestly, finding out that little spear thing is a vaporizer.
Oh my god, I know, dude.
It
we
shoots,
were geeking at that.
it electrocutes,
Yeah.
and it'll vaporize living fuck out of you.
Yeah.
That's why it's got a sniper scope on a spear.
No stun mode on that.
There's
Wow.
a stun mode. What do you mean?
Well, I
It's
mean-
a big ass fucking cattle prod.
Yeah, no. I get. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
Me.
All right, so honest, in the beginning, we see Mando. I'm gonna call him Mando because that's what he's referred to.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We see him trekking back to his ship with Baby Yoda in the little pod thing that he can control with a push of a button on his arm. Didn't
Yeah.
know that until like halfway through this episode.
Yeah.
Didn't see that. I thought it was literally Baby Yoda
Yeah.
trekking behind him. Like, all right, well, I guess I'm coming.
Yeah, dude. I thought he was using the Force.
And there's like little lizards that are like, oh, what is that? What is that?
Yeah, that was cool.
Were they like attracted to like the Baby Yoda?
I don't know.
Can I call him Baba Yaga?
Sure.
The boogeyman? John Wick?
He is kind of the Baba Yaga.
Whatever.
Maybe he'll grow up to be one. But anyway,
Yeah,
the lizards. I'm not sure.
I don't know what it was because every
I
time
did
Mando,
like that,
every
though.
time Mando turned around, they would disappear.
Yeah, I
They'd
know.
run
and
back.
Then, and then they would come back when
Yeah.
Baby Yoda would be rocking by.
And at one point, when he turns around, it wasn't for the lizards. He felt something else.
Right.
Mando
right.
did, and there was
Yeah,
two
yeah.
more bounty hunters
True.
with the same bounty tracker for Baby Yoda.
Cool ass
to
fight.
get him and kill him and collect their money.
Yeah.
Little cocksuckers. Mando kicked their ass and got a little banged up in the process. And he was
True.
What'd you say he was doing? He was healing himself with what? Like what was that? It was like a.
It was like
You ever
looked
seen?
like it was
you ever seen
soldering.
iRobot? Where he would like spray skin back on.
Yeah.
That shit was cool.
It
Yeah.
looked like he was using the electrocution to like solderize his.
Okay, carterize him.
Or carterize. Solderize.
It's kind of what they used probably Kylo Ren in
Completely
episode
dumb.
7.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so that was a cool scene.
He also, at the same time he's healing himself, you see the wee man Baby Yoda put his hand up
Yeah.
to try to help heal him.
Yes.
Hopefully.
And I think at this very moment, I leaned over to you and I said, "There's your Jedi." Because
Yeah,
the
you
last
did.
episode, and you were like, "I want to see a Jedi come in," and I'm like, "I think we're about to see one spawn into place." That's completely Force aware
Yeah,
and
dude.
like doesn't even need training. And
Yeah.
it's gonna be
And
dope.
girly.
It's going to be fucking
It's gonna
crazy,
be dope,
dude. So, I mean, little Baby yoga,
Yoga,
downward facing bitch.
love it.
Little Yoda, Baby Yoda's trying to help him heal. And
Yep.
he's like, no, and he shuts the pod, right?
Yeah,
And that's just when they get out of the little cave that they're fighting the other two bounty hunters. They're just walking back to his ship. Come to find out, there's a whole bunch of little Jawas
yeah,
stealing a whole bunch of components of the ship,
yeah,
just like the Blurred King
Taking
said.
all of his armory,
yeah.
taking his kryptonite maker, I think.
Kryptonite maker.
What the fuck am I saying, dude?
I don't know.
What the fuck kind of fucking concoctions did you give me tonight, bro?
Good lord.
Enough to pull your fucking mic out so you can't say anything else.
I like
Yeah,
that.
dude. The Blurred King, he actually made this known he said the Jawa don't destroy.
True. Yeah.
So when Mando was talking, he goes, "They destroyed my ship." He's like, "No, they didn't. They just stole functioning pieces of your ship," which is kind of shitty. I'd say it was destroyed too.
Yeah.
At first glance,
They were the ones that sold the droids.
True.
Mm-hmm.
And when
steal
they
to
rolled
sell.
up, it was funny seeing Mando be like, "What the fuck?"
And he pulls a
literally was
sniper
like,
out,
What's
dude.
going on? Yeah, and he starts
He pulls
vaporizing Jawas.
He pulls his
dude.
little fucking cattle prod looking thing out, aims down sight, and vaporizes like 4 or 5 of them, dude.
Destroy.
All that's left is
Jawas.
their little cloths.
Cloaks.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
that's it.
Wahidi! Oh.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And he runs up on them, and they just leave in their
Dude.
little Trojan horse.
Have they told us what kind of like weapon that is?
No.
Because that has that has
In
that
from
has, like-
nowhere, bottle cap.
that's got like 4 different functions.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's gotta be wherever the fuck
cool.
he's from.
I like it.
He is a Mandalorian. Never saw Boba with that. Never saw Janko with that.
And also shout out to Leeba because he pointed out that in episode 1 when the Mandalorian is walking through the underground sewers where all the Mandalorians lurk, when he gets his armor made, Boba Fett is down
In there.
Yeah. So thank you, Leeba, for pointing
You
that
are
out.
Thank you
welcome,
for
my
reading a
Padawan.
headline.
Yeah.
My apprentice.
Whoa.
All right, so back to this. The
Yikes.
fucking Blurred King, Yoda and Mando walk to his camp to see if he can help him
Yep.
and get all the parts. And it's the fucking cutest thing I've ever seen, Baby Yoda.
Dude,
Little frogs are just hopping around him, and he's just waddling around, dude.
yet again, this series has animatronics that look incredible. Very well done.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda is
Spot
Dude,
on,
honestly,
man. He is
perfect.
spot on.
correct. Number 1.
Did you you saw Yoda when he was a baby before too?
No.
No, I didn't think so. All right. Spot on is just
on
a,
the actor that plays Baby Yoda?
I guess, yeah. So that's
great.
he's spot on first appearance.
Hey, don't make fun of him. He's dead, all right.
I mean,
Whoa. What?
You don't make fun of Frank Oz, man.
We're not
we're not talking about fucking Frank Oz.
talking about Baby Yoda.
Talking
from
about you being an
Mandalorian.
idiot, being spot on to a character that was introduced into the series.
Boom.
Good job.
There we go. Get lawyered. And moving on.
So Yoda's just standing there watching little frogs roll by, right?
Hell
and
yeah.
And he traps one, and he's eating it.
Oh, he's so cute. dude.
And the Mando's like, "Hey, put that down, spit that out." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Gulp. I'm not
Dude, just
spitting that out.
eats it.
Just ate the frog."
Lunch.
I had
dude.
to shout that out. That was funny.
Oh, yeah. I love that, dude.
But afterwards, the Blurred King, I'm gonna call him that. I don't know his
Blurred
name.
King. I have spoken.
I'm not
I've
calling him that.
spoken.
That's fine.
I'm not calling him
I
Blurred
don't
King
care. Blurred King.
because
is
he's taming them. Whatever.
better.
He takes them to the Jawa
Blur.
to try to barter or trade for his parts back that were stolen. Just a little shitty. A little shitty. They take them and then they were like, "All right, well, trade me for it."
Yeah.
Instead of giving it back, well, yeah, that's life, I guess.
Dude, the Jawas speak a lot, too.
The Jawas do speak a
Had a
lot,
lot
and
of
guess
dialogue.
what? Mando speaks Jawa.
Very, very bad.
Obviously, yes.
Very, very bad.
They mention that, and he tries to burn them with his flamethrower.
Yeah, dude. I was like, whoa. Like, this guy is crazy, dude. Yeah, so that was insane.
Dude, his armory's going. Dude, when we saw that in the first episode, how many guns do you think were in there? Probably like 25, 30?
Yeah, around there.
There was at least
There was a
4.
lot.
There was 2 rows on the main thing, but on the doors there was like 4 rows of 5 guns each.
Yeah.
It was a lot of guns, a lot of weapons.
Blasters.
He doesn't get those back. He doesn't get those back.
No, they stole
But
everything.
While bartering or trying to trade, he has nothing to trade. So the Jawa are like, the egg. You got to get the egg.
When they said that, I thought they meant Baby Yoda's
The pod.
pod.
Yeah, I did too.
So did I.
At the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting how we all thought.
They want him. All right, so the little Jawa want him to get the egg.
Yep.
And they take him to the spot where the egg is. It's honestly, that's a hairy ass egg. Because it's like a hairy ass rhino.
Yeah, dude.
That comes out of that motherfucker with some gnarly ass teeth and literally beat the living fuck out of the Mandalorian.
That rhino's horn.
How is that man not dead?
On a scale from 1 to
huge.
Oh my god,
That's
that fucking horn is
dinosaur-esque.
big. How big was that horn?
Dude, honestly, just looking at it, I'm pretty sure the horn was as tall as Mando.
It
So
was
it was probably like a
ridiculous,
6
dude.
foot.
The one thing in this scene where they
Might have been
fight,
like 5 foot.
right? Where the rhino.
His movements are really fucking slow. I'm not gonna lie. Mando's.
Yeah, dude. Like
I feel like he'd
so-
have a hell of a lot better reflexes
yeah,
and
so
everything like
like
that if he's a bounty hunter and a warrior.
the rhino comes out
That's why he.
and
The guy
hang on, oops, right? Okay, Tyler's talking, and
Oh, you are? I
yeah,
didn't know that.
okay. So the rhino comes out of the cave, and it fucks with Mando, right?
Well, it tries to kill him,
Right, exactly, because
obviously because he's taking his egg.
right.
But
And-
bro, hold on. When
Yeah.
he's looking for it, and he shines the light on that motherfucker's eye,
Oh my god, yeah, and it looks like the wall, and
Yo,
then it's just an eyeball.
literally
that comes out. I'm
just
like,
fucking
what?
slapped
Yeah.
the fuck out of him out of the cave, dude. It was great.
Yeah.
Now they're in like a mud wrestle fight.
Yeah, that was dope. yeah. And he gets like blown out of the cave, and he goes like, oh, and they're fighting, blah blah blah.
He
During
gets
that
fucked
scene,
up,
though,
dude. His
Dude.
chest plate is fried.
Were you thinking in your head like all that rhino has to do is just bloop, just scoop right through him?
Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't it?
Because I think that horn was too big for him to get his head all the way
Nah.
down like that. I could be exaggerating.
I don't know.
How big the horn is.
I gotta rewatch it, dude. But that,
I will.
Honestly, that was kind of a gripe with me, where I was like, I was watching that fight.
It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't have that
It
much.
reminded me of the battle in Attack of the what's this episode 2? Yeah,
Episode 2.
when Anakin's in the arena with Padme, and all the right before all the Jedi show up when they're
Okay.
fighting those.
Well,
Good callback.
that first. I'm just gonna call it a monster. Whatever
Yeah.
beast it was that it was going for
Rhino
Anakin.
thing.
Well, no, it wasn't a rhino thing though.
Oh,
it did
in
have
episode 2, and- yeah.
that first horn in the singular horn in the middle, but it also had the two
was
coming
like
from its mouth.
Yeah. I
It
do
also had
remember
those
that.
two.
Yeah,
and he
that
and he
thing was
fucking
crazy.
sliced one off.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
was cool.
It is
Good,
kind of
good
reminiscent of that.
observation, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
good
I guess
callback.
when it
I like
wasn't
it.
the same beast.
Yeah. I mean,
at the
well,
same time.
no, but it's a good callback. It feels reminiscent of that.
You ever seen How to
scene.
Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
It looked like one of the globbers, the real fat ones.
Yeah, it did kind of look like that.
Good.
But yeah, that was one of those
Good
scenes
reference? Yeah?
where- yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was one of my gripes though, where I was like, I felt like the scene was with the battle of it was kind of lackluster, you know?
So in my notes while he's fighting the rhino,
Yeah.
you guys were saying it under your breath and everything. I hope Yoda does something. I hope Yoda does something. I wrote that motherfucking shit down
Oh,
before
did
y'all
you?
said
Oh,
something. It's
Yeah,
in
while
my
the
notes. It
battle's
says while he's getting fried by the fucking rhino, Yoda may step in. Fingers crossed.
Nice, dude. Good note.
It said getting fried
Praise
by it. Yoda may
the
step in.
Lord.
Finger crossed.
Yeah, because like honestly, like, dude. Well, I'll talk about that after we get done. And
You
everything
see-
with the
you see-
episode.
Baby Yoda
Mm-hmm.
put his hand up
Yeah. Hell yeah.
at the very end of the fight because Mando literally got fried and he's just laying on the ground ready to have this fucking rhino trample him and just kill him. And Yoda, being Baby
Got a
Yoda,
stupid knife out.
puts his little tiny baby hand up and picks this fucking big ass hairy rhino
With the
up
Force.
Hell yeah.
The Force is with him.
with the Force. Yes,
Yeah.
with the fucking
And the
Force,
rhino's
bro.
like, you can tell the
The
rhino's
rhino's
like,
still trying to run, dude.
"Whoa,
His legs are still going like a dog dreaming.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all Mando has to do is stab him in the neck and he died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, hairy rhino. Now your eggs are his.
Now your eggs are the Jawas, and they fucking cracked that bitch
Dude,
open.
they
ate
sliced
it.
the top out of that motherfucker. It looked like orange juice, to be honest, at the start.
Dude,
and
they're
then he put his hand in it and it was just goop.
Dude, it's like they're like all munching on the yolk and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're hungry, man. What the fuck? People gotta eat.
Disgusting.
Jawas gotta eat too.
You gotta slurp up that
Disgusting.
slime, dog.
yeah, God.
Slurping slime.
Taka taka titty.
That's what you heard. That's what you heard in the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, gross. Anyway.
That was funny. That's a hairy ass egg too.
Disgusting.
The egg
dude.
itself literally looked like a mop
what
was
the fuck?
around it.
Ew.
You ever seen the van from Dumb and Dumber with the dog?
Yeah,
the shaggy dog van.
Like that.
It reminded me.
It reminded me of lo mein noodles hanging from it too.
Okay. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, that's probably why I did it.
All right, cool.
Five guys, baby.
While when he knifed the hairy rhino, he looked like he was just ready to fucking die.
I know.
Because he was so fried.
Dude, I can't wait to talk about my final results. Yeah. I agree with you.
Well, he gets the egg, he brings it back, they chop the top off, they eat it.
Yeah.
Mando gets his parts back.
Yep. And then they go on a montage for quote unquote days.
Oh yeah,
the spaceship.
Hold on. Backtrack to when Little Yoda picks the rhino up.
Okay.
He picks the rhino up for a little bit, but then he pretty much passes out and he's asleep.
Oh, true.
So this whole time, this whole walk back,
doing this.
while he uses the Force, you're right. He actually
visually
looks like he grows gray hairs.
Right.
So could that be aging? Yeah.
We don't know.
Maybe it could be something else. It could be like a like he has a limited amount that he can use.
Right.
Maybe not an age.
Yeah.
But maybe that. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing, so we'll see in episodes to come, I guess. I wish the old Yoda would have told us why his hair was so gray.
I think he was
because he was 800 fucking years old. That's my way. Probably why, right?
Yeah.
So on that trek back to with the egg to the Jawa and all that stuff, little baby Yoda's passed out sleeping because obviously he just used a whole shit ton of energy and he's drained.
Yeah.
He's sleeping while they're fixing the fucking ship when it's loud ass noises banging around, snoozing.
And we already talked about how the Mandalorian controls his like little
pod.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. But while the Blurred King and Mando fix his ship.
Yep.
When it's done, Mando asks him if he'll take partial payment when he's done.
Yeah.
That made me think that he's still gonna turn Lil Yoda in. But me being me and seeing it being a Mandalorian, I don't fucking think that's gonna happen. I don't want
it to happen.
You're just a broke motherfucker.
That would be crazy if he did.
I want to see what does happen to the bounty, though. Well, we'll be curious for the next couple episodes, I guess. Because
next week,
I'm just curious people, about that.
Next week,
there's going to be people coming for him.
I mean, we
possibly your boy Boba.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go.
Come on, man. Can I finish the fucking rest of the synopsis of the episode?
Yeah, and then we'll get into all of our thoughts and everything.
It's not much longer. I got 2 more lines to read, buddy.
Okay.
So the Blurred King won't take partial payment. He won't take partial payment because he says he's his guest and he's entitled to help him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, Mando wants him to join him, and they can pay him handsomely and all this stuff, and he denies it.
Yeah.
He denies to be in service of someone.
Yeah. Blurred
King. What I was thinking was he was a slave before. Because, like you mentioned, his race was enslaved by the Empire.
Correct.
The
Empire took over his race.
That's why I'm thinking like this isn't a prequel, and this can also be very long after everything. But where the fuck did little baby Yoda come from, dude?
I want
to know.
As far as I know,
I need to know.
Tell me. From what I've digged in so far, this is right before episode.
Oh my goodness!
Force Awakens.
That's not an episode, but
the movie.
Yeah.
And then it's going on throughout it.
Throughout the
timeline within the timeline is what you're saying then.
To make sense to you and to anyone who's watching Watchmen, this is happening like in Watchmen. Vight's story with the main story is going
at the same
along,
time. Yeah.
And they collide.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this story collides with the main Star Wars in general.
Dude.
I know.
Imagine.
Dude, it would be crazy. It would
I
be
don't
crazy.
know if that'll happen, though, because...
The fuck you got? How many Jedi you got left?
Well, Rise of
At this latest
Skywalker
one.
is
Rise
the
of
end, and they're
Skywalker.
not doing any more movies.
We'll
Okay,
get
that's
into all
fine.
of it. We'll get into
We will
all of
get
it.
into that.
Let's finish the rest of the episode.
But like I said,
I like how excited we got.
the Blurred King does not
Kill you again.
want to come along because he
Blurred
doesn't want to be
King?
in like I said, he doesn't want to be in the service of somebody.
Correct.
That's why I thought he was a slave prior, or his kids, or his wife, or whatever, his family.
Correct.
That's what I thought.
Ancestors, whatever.
And then, well, Mando starts the ship up,
Blast
goes
off.
right into space.
Don't get me started after this blast off.
Well, yeah.
Now, as soon as they get into space, Baby Yoda wakes up.
Yep.
Like he's just yawning.
Yep.
Like he just took a little cat nap for fucking, what, a week and a half probably?
Yeah. For real.
And to recharge.
Yep. And then
That's it.
Recharge
and then
with the Force.
It cuts to black, and we
Then it
get our
cuts to black.
credits. And episode's
Shout.
directed by David Filoni, and created by John.
John Favreau.
Not Favreau.
Whatever, dude. Anyway,
Off the bat, right now, rating before we get into whys of the episode. Not of the series just yet. You said this
God
was.
damn
You
it.
said yours was going to be different than what was it last week? You gave it a 9, didn't? No, you gave it an 8.
can someone else go before
Yeah,
me?
Lebo, go
I
ahead.
need time with my
I'm going to give it a
thoughts.
6.6. Actually, no, 6.9.
Why,
Dang.
dude? Why? Didn't you hear me last episode? I said,
Yes,
can
I
you give
did,
me a round
but-
fucking number?
7.
Oh my god, that was so hard, wasn't it?
Da da da.
Why? Not no,
Because-
not why, not why. Because I said
lack of
not
ro-
why. Dude, I swear to God.
Hank Moore.
Are you
man.
fucking deaf?
Lebo's
Clearly.
getting overzealous, dude.
My rating, I'm gonna stick with what I
Give
went
him a
last week.
lockdown.
I'm gonna stick with what I went last week. I still give it an 8.
Give it an 8.
Still do.
Okay, Leball, did you give it a score?
7.
7.
Pay attention more, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I'm gonna
man.
play that Jeopardy theme song in a minute.
No, I know. I'm not gonna take long with it. It just sucks because like I'm a Star Wars fan. I don't want to give it a bad grade. But-
Too bad, bro.
yeah, I know.
You said it wasn't gonna be good.
I think honestly, this episode for me was probably a 6 out of 10. In
Okay.
my honest opinion.
Lebo, why did you give it a 7 out of 10?
Lack of runtime. There's some
fuck, I
graphic
forgot about that.
issues I had some issues with.
Graphic issues, okay.
I think that should be singular, not plural.
I felt like this one jumped around scenes a little bit too.
Fair enough.
There was like really quick scenes rather than like stretched out a little bit like in the first episode.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll agree
I
It was
with
just
you.
really
Yeah.
jumpy.
No, for real. I do.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
So I'll just say cinematography issues with this episode.
Really?
gra-
Cinematography?
That's like the graphics, like CGI, and then
Oh.
now they jump over from scene to scene. You didn't know that, did you?
Fair
That's how they-
enough. No, I mean, dude, that's your opinion. Okay.
It's not that we didn't know what it was. It's just I don't agree.
Yeah, not necessarily me either.
It's fine. You can disagree.
No,
That's the
That's
point
why
of
we
this.
do these round tables.
No, I know.
This is
I
a
know.
square table, but I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
square
Round
table.
table.
No.
This is also a triangle. It's only
Square
3 of us.
table, baby. This is
You might be good.
triangle.
You might be good with clouds and fucking weather and shit, but not shapes. Apparently, your geometry is off.
All right. So
Tyler
Sorry, I
with
had
the
to.
zombis.
the reason why did you say why?
I didn't. I gave
Go
it an 8
ahead.
because I mean I was still on my toes.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I need to take that 8 back because it just made me think. It really did.
It I'll get into mine in a minute.
I'm gonna take my 8 back, dude. I gotta give it a 6 because
Wow.
he mentioned something.
Stuck in 2 points.
He mentioned something, and it made me think of something else.
Fair enough.
That little
Like
jut
said, that's why we do
yes, runtime. Holy fuck, 28 minutes. What was last week? 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You're taking fucking 12 minutes off. You could have, like you said, stretched out the whole fucking a couple extra scenes. Yeah, Walt. Well, you could have stretched a couple scenes out, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
We didn't need the Dutch credits either. I mean, I understand they do that.
That has nothing to do with my
distribution.
deductions.
I don't. Did they do that last time?
We
We
didn't pay attention.
We didn't stick around for it. Okay. They probably.
I don't know. It had me sitting on the edge of my seat because I was trying to listen. But
Yeah.
at the end of some scenes, I was just like,
Well, and we
"What the fuck?"
we went back to a couple scenes that we.
Well, I just didn't hear it, and that was
me
when.
either. And I wanted to go
right.
back
That was
and hear
when
it.
Blurred
Yeah.
King was
Talking.
just
to Mando.
denying his partnership,
Correct.
had we not gone back and listened to it, I wouldn't have known what he said.
Me too. Yeah. So for me, the reason why it's a 6 out of 10, kind of like.
Not done yet.
Oh shit! My bad, dude.
Not done yet.
I'm sorry.
We got a fucking Jedi, baby.
Yes, we do. Fucking rejoice! You got what you wanted. You got what
I'm
you
good.
wanted.
Episode 2, I got what I wanted. I'm not gonna be
I wouldn't jump to conclusions.
What?
Yeah.
You have
There's
to be
no
trained
Jedi order.
to become a Jedi.
There's no Jedi
There's
order.
no Jedi to train.
There's no master.
Yeah, but
Well, there is technically, but I mean, Luke's still there. There's
Yeah.
there's no Jedi order
But
though.
we don't know
He's
where
not
the
doing
timeline
shit.
this took place.
He's sitting doing nothing.
this is
Before.
before Kylo Ren.
Dude,
So
what's her name?
he's
Didn't
still-
even know she was a fucking Jedi.
No, I know, but he's still training probably Kylo Ren right now. I would assume.
Yeah.
So it's not like a Jedi order, but
It's not like
a
an order. It
close-knit-
could be like a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
I get it.
I mean this.
It could also bring that back.
The Yoda.
Bring that whole Jedi order back, dude.
The Yoda in this is already so much force abundant
Oh yeah.
that like to me,
Oh, he
I'm
is
like,
50 years old technically.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, okay, well, he's a Jedi. Like, he made it look like an infant, but he just lifted a fucking rhino. Okay.
Yeah. A big
All
ass
right.
fucking hairy rhino.
That's a Jedi to me. Like,
That's a
I don't have no fucking
Trust your
midichlorians.
feelings.
I'm
That's
not
a-
lifting no rhino.
that's a forceful person.
I see what you did
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
Wink,
He's
wink.
full of force.
So, I mean, yeah, in my opinion, yeah, you did get what you wanted. I mean, we got to see what
We'll
happens.
see what happens. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not gonna call him a Jedi yet.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to
that's
because
fair.
what are the Jedi? They have.
I mean, he
they
doesn't
use
have a
they use
lightsaber or
lightsabers.
anything, yeah.
They do use the Force, yes, for good things. Obviously, he's a fucking.
They have to be like
he's a
indoctrinated
fucking
into it.
baby.
Yeah.
They have steps. They have standards for all of that.
Correct.
And
yeah.
tests and everything.
Yeah,
and
you're
you
not
never
wrong.
know. He might have, just like Anakin, had the highest at his time. They still didn't want to fucking accept him in there
Yeah.
because he was so volatile,
Yeah.
even as a fucking 10-year-old.
Good point.
Take that into consideration.
Bam.
Stick
I
that in your
do.
pipe and smoke it.
I am. Click, click, click. That's the lighter. Smoking it.
All right.
Smokes like a good point. All right. Anyway, my thoughts on the episode for me. I'll make it quick.
I don't have to make it quick. Just fucking go.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. My biggest gripe in this episode, even though I love seeing Baby Yoda be amazing in this episode, I love what they do, what they are doing, with Baby Yoda. They made the Mandalorian look like a bitch. Yeah, a complete bitch this episode, and
It's like he's not a bounty hunter per se. Yeah, he might have.
He has morals.
Yeah, no, not even that. It's his like
combat
ingenuity
style,
and
it looks sloppy.
he looks like he's not well trained
and
in whoever the fuck trained him or whatever.
the reason
wherever
I
the
bring
fuck he's
this
from.
up, and we do have Matt here, and Matt watched the episode with us, and that was kind of Matt's gripe. He was like, "Man, this guy's a bum," and in this episode it was weird because like last episode I was like,
He looked all badass. And
yeah,
shit.
He
dude,
did
I
look
was,
really.
I-
He
yeah,
looked
I was-
fucking great the first episode.
yeah,
In the bar
dude.
beating the shit out of 4 fucking people, but he can't He can't roll dodge a fucking hairy rhino?
Dude, he chops a dude in half in a door.
Right.
Would you look at the weapons
this
he had at
episode
the time,
literally
though?
made him look like a bitch. He couldn't climb that fucking...
I mean, now, listen. Granted, in episode 1, when he lands and the blurgs are there, those blurgs fuck him up,
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Those big bastards.
But,
Jesus.
dude, in this episode, the entire time, I'm like, why is he such a loser in this, dude? Like, what's going on? So that kind of made me a little mad. I'm like, why does he look so sloppy right now?
It's two different people. Just kidding.
I mean, I get it's like a big beast, but
right.
You're gonna
and it could be fast, but a big beast is only going fast in one direction. It's not gonna fucking stop on a dime and be like, "Oh, you went that way." No, that big motherfucker ain't to do that. Ain't got no neck.
He gets booted out the cave, and the only thing this dude does in this scene is he flamethrowers him. That's it.
Well, he did use his little fucking grapple hook that didn't do shit.
After like.
And then
he kills it with a knife.
And then he stabbed it with his fucking...
trying to flamethrower you and being like, oh, well...
boot knife.
I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not in this situation. I'd probably do the same thing. But at the at the same
you got to use what you
time,
got. Blasters weren't doing shit either.
It was just like the look of it from a viewer. I was like, man, why is he such a bum this episode?
Right.
And then there's another time where, you know, like he's got all the muck and everything on him. That's all good and fine. And in the beginning, he takes out the 2 bounty hunters. That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks badass. But I don't know. It just he felt really lackluster this episode.
You say that, but like it was one fight because his shooting skills seemed to be up to par. He'd done vaporize a couple of them that were running.
The Jawa scene
I don't know.
too.
It's gonna take time.
It just
this is his origin, right?
No, I know.
I'm
That's
just saying
my
in
gripe
general.
with the episode.
I feel you.
And
I feel you. I feel the same way.
sloppy.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
It is an origin based story. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
sure.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna watch next week's episode because he's a bitch.
No.
That's the point I'm trying to get across.
I just didn't like.
Let me get that bulk of you.
Yeah. I just didn't like the drastic change.
No.
Yeah, not this.
No.
I didn't like the drastic change. So anyway, the other thing that I had a kind of a gripe about was how jumpy it felt at times. Like, it was really, really jumpy. And at the same time, like, that I do like, you know, at the action pace, it was one of those things where it would jump to certain action things and I would be like, oh man, this is cool. But at the same time, it was one of those things where I was like, oh man, this is jump cutting a lot. Like, there's a lot of fast travel in this. And, so for me, that was kind of like a setback because, and this is my main gripe.
I'm happy. Sorry, God.
No, you're fine.
I was just thinking.
This is honestly my main gripe and why I deducted so many points. The runtime of it for me, I was like, dude, you gotta give me more. Like, you
Especially
can't give me
with
40. You can't listen. Hold on, Lebo, and then I'll let you speak. It's fine. Just hold that thought.
Yeah, I'm not interrupting. I'm just saying. Yeah.
The only thing I'm saying is, as a Star Wars fan, you give me 40 minutes, I am hype as fuck. You make him look like amazing.
Your pilot episode fucking peaked.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned right now.
Then the episode after that, there's a drastic difference where he seems sloppy.
Yeah.
Right? To me, as a Star Wars fan, and then you end it.
And he's a Mandalorian.
15 minutes.
It's not supposed to be like that.
Before I feel like it's going to end,
right.
And then it ends, and I'm like, yikes, man. Like, no. Yeah. Like, I got a sour taste in my mouth now. But, do I love the series? Yes. Is it shot beautifully? Yes. Is the cinematography good? Yes, in my opinion.
Is there things wrong with every series?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Will next week's episode be 30 minutes? Sure as hell hope not.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No, it's gonna be 15 minutes.
That would
If it's 15 minutes, I'm canceling Disney Plus. I'm fucking.
Dude,
Here's a short mid-season reminder.
What if it was a fucking silent short, yo,
And
next week?
listen, I'll give you. This is a side note for me, and to be honest, this is kind of a thing I had in the back of my head once this ended, dude. If like the shows like WandaVision and What If and stuff like that are like 30 minutes.
You better put that whole fucking season out so I can binge it. Because I don't think you're.
It's gonna.
If next next week's episode, I'm not gonna say it's gonna make or break me, but it's gonna make or break my enthusiasm and drive to watch it. I will still watch it.
Well, yeah,
I will still do all of that, but I don't want to sit here and watch it and be like, "Oh, it looks like shit." He's a bum. Oh, now it's over.
But
like what? No, please no. I fucking hope it's not.
This is the thing. Like as we get into like these gripes and stuff, as Star Wars fans, it's interesting to me to hear that kind of opinion because I do agree with it. At the same time, though, I'm like, God damn it! Like, I know I'm gonna watch till the end.
Yeah,
I want to know what happens.
Me
but
too.
It's like, God damn it! You better make it good.
Well, I guess I gotta watch the next episode.
I know. I hate that. Dude.
And that's the shit. That's a shitty. I'm sorry. That was me.
No, you're good.
Banging on the table.
No, you're fine.
Dude, that's how I got with fucking Arrow and the CW. I'm like, same shit's gonna happen this episode. I guess I want to watch it, and then I just completely fell off.
Yeah. So
I don't want that to happen with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, because this episode for me was lackluster, to be honest. Like, and you know, it's one of those things where I had high hopes.
Dude,
I was
the more
hyped.
and more I talk about the shitty pieces, the more and more I want that score to go down.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, let's see. What about your your favorite scenes in the episode itself? Like your absolute favorite scenes.
I have two.
Happened.
Sure. I have two. Obviously, Yoda picking the rhino up, the hairy rhino. Right. I did like that because obviously I see some force. I see a potential for Jedi factions, maybe, possibly in the future.
Sure.
And I like the sentimental value of the Blurred King not partnering with Mando. I do.
Like him leaving him behind?
No, I like that he won't join him.
Right.
Because he won't be in service, you know. I did like that. It was like a thing for. It was a more prideful thing, and seeing pride in some shit like this is dope to me.
Yeah, I agree.
What
about you?
Well, got two.
Considering he was laughing the entire episode.
God damn it!
Those lizards were dope.
When Yoda,
I know.
When Yoda used the Force, or Baby Yoda used the Force.
Which time?
When he lifted the rhino up.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay.
My other one is probably when he tries to give so and so the reward. Like, it made me curious to figure out what happened before, why he wouldn't come with him.
He mentioned
servitude. I know
first episode. He mentioned more bounty hunters coming through, all this stuff, and him charging them.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't see anything in them.
Oh, right.
He didn't see them as his guest. He just saw them as another trespasser.
And he's never seen a Mandalorian.
He's never seen a Mandalorian because the Mandalorians' reputations hold
very, very high
hold their own, and
because they're big warriors. Yeah.
Yeah, not shown in this episode.
I know, dude.
I mean, episode 3, he better be knocking mugs out, dude.
For real though, can we? I mean,
he must be going and starting some bar fights to get my hype back up.
Dude, Yo was for real. No bullshit. Yo was a bum this episode, dude. Matt came here for this was his first episode.
We're trying to sway him to go see Star Wars on my birthday with us. This, I think, was a very poor job of getting him to do that.
Maybe Lebo is, but Listen, this was Matt's first episode, dude. And you know what I heard from Matt? I'll give you quotes. You ready?
I got one for you.
Hold on.
I got one for you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Scoffing. Scoff City. I mean, yeah.
Scoffing. Here we go.
That's his thing. One. I get it, and I know when he was about to do it too.
You ready? Here we go. Yo, this guy's a bum.
Exactly what he
ready?
said.
Here's another one. Fuck Star Wars. This show sucks.
Fuck Star Wars.
Hey, once you guys done, I'm finally talking about this. I would love to.
No. I know.
That's because we're gonna make you sit down and watch a actual Star Wars movie.
No, and I'm making jokes and stuff, but all kidding aside.
Some of it's cheese balls as fuck.
All kidding aside,
but there's a lot of Star Wars parts that are very good.
Yeah, there was a point during the week where I was in a PlayStation party with him, and I was like, "Man, the Mandalorian's really good, dude. I think you would like it." And then he came over here, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
At this episode,
If you
know what I mean?
If you understood Matt, like the first 6 episodes, the first 6 movies. And see like the hype train, and you got on that hype train, and you saw Baby Yoda fucking at the end of episode 1 of the Mandalorian, you would have been fucking jumping out your seat.
Yeah, that reveal was really, really good.
Fucking crazy.
And like it's one
especially
of those things,
because you and me last week were like, as soon as he goes in that bar.
Well, it was this week. It was Tuesday.
Yeah, last episode, I should say.
Yeah. I keep forgetting too. I'm like, shit, that was Tuesday.
If you would have seen like just the fight scene, dude, like in the beginning in the bar, he fucking beats up 4 dudes.
Yeah, dude.
And then you see like
the
the forging of like his fucking pauldron, his fucking helmet. We didn't see the helmet because that was already there, right? But like the forging of his armor is actually pretty fucking dope.
Dude, episode 1 is so fucking good.
It psychs you up. It psychs you up for the season.
Yeah, and then like episode 2 comes on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like,
my dick was hard, now it's soft.
Yeah, that's what Matt just said. Yeah, so it psychs you up and everything. I mean, so I'm gonna ask a question that you asked me earlier.
Okay. You're gonna have to remind me what that question was.
Sure. What are you excited to see moving
dude,
forward?
My mind is like, it can go fucking anywhere now. I already seen somebody use the Force.
Yeah. Yeah, you've already gotten what you want.
I said it last week.
That's one of the reasons I'm interested.
I want a Jedi. This is as close as it's gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment. Still got 6 more episodes. We shall see.
Mm.
And let me ponder on that, because I have an entirely new thing that I have to think about right now.
Right. Feel
God
that?
damn it.
Lee Ball, what about you? What are you most excited to see coming from this series so far that you see?
I mean, his ancestors are all over the movie. He's a descendant from fucking Blurred King. Look at him.
I want to see these little Jawas that Chris would fit right in with.
Damn. Yo, got me.
Do some interesting stuff here.
This man's got to smoke some more. He's actually got some comebacks
I would like
these days.
to see more of the Jawas. I think that's going to be interesting in and of itself, because we don't really see that much of them in anything.
Well, we just left that planet, so I don't think we're going to see those Jawas anytime soon.
Those specific ones, no. Is that the planet exclusive?
I mean...
Well, no, but I mean...
Is that a planet exclusive creature? I don't think so. You could see him.
That's it?
No.
You want to see more Jawa? That's it. You want to see more?
No,
you want to see more fucking little people?
Boba Fett shows
Boba
up.
Fett is not going to be in this.
Bitch, you did see him. You pointed him out.
He's not going to have a role. This is a brand new Mando. Brand new Mandalorian. You're not going to see Boba interacting with him.
Listen, all right, hang on.
Ooh.
What are you most excited?
Jabba the Hutt is dead, you dumbass.
Not. Listen.
Just can you concentrate?
What are you most excited to see?
I don't think you can, dude.
Coming from this series, dude.
Moving forward, now that we've seen 2
I want to
episodes.
see what happens with Baby Yoda.
Obviously.
In what way?
That is.
I want to see if he somehow grows.
That's going to be the main fucking
Wields
story,
lightsaber.
along with Mandalorian.
I mean, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Let's see some. Also, a little backstory maybe on him. I mean,
what do you mean?
Where the fuck
where
did he come
came
from?
Sure.
Like, I mean,
that was in unison.
Baby Yoda just randomly show
Jinx,
up.
you owe me a beer.
Boom.
Oh my! I already gave you 2 beers tonight.
I've only had one.
Okay, it was your beer. That was your beer.
It's right there.
Boom.
If y'all want that beer.
You work at a fucking beer store, dude. You'd be fine. You can get a free 6-pack.
Anyway.
He's a good person.
All right.
Fuck you.
He doesn't like me. I don't like him. It's okay.
Anyway. So that's what you're most excited about?
Yeah.
You want to see some more shit with Baby Yoda, some backstory,
Yes,
maybe
sir.
get some more lore.
And I want to see. I'm hoping for more action.
More action? In
And
what
no,
way?
not more 28-minute episodes. Like,
my finger, my bad. I don't know where it went.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
that-
see the. I have a gripe
that
to
was-
say. I know this is a little off topic.
Go in.
You see all these shows on Netflix coming out. They're be anywhere from 53 minutes to an hour and 5 minutes long, with most of their popular shows.
Yeah.
I know Disney Plus. Well, Star Wars #1. They spent $120 million to make a show.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why
you give
are
us a
your
fucking,
episodes 40
you
minutes
give
and
us a
28 minutes
You
long?
give us a 28-minute episode with a $120
It's Star
million
Wars.
budget?
You could fit this into a 55-minute episode.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
I mean,
I agree. No, it's
you
a
spent
good point.
$120 million to
not
make
often
this.
I
It's
agree
8
with you.
episodes.
I
Why would you
agree.
spend that much money for 8 episodes
Dude.
and probably 300-some minutes of runtime?
I agree.
Well, it's not
So
often that
Netflix
I agree with him, but I
spends-
agree this time.
Netflix spends $50 to $100 million to make 13 to 16 episode seasons that are
Well,
sometimes
honestly,
over an hour long.
Pause that. We'll see how much money they make from this Disney Plus launch, because they're going to have the statistics on who's watching what, and maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to spend a little more on a season 2 if everybody is not happy with season 1. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
And I
that's
would-
still another 5 weeks away.
And I would hope that whoever's
6
listening to
weeks
the pod
away.
or watching us right now who doesn't have Disney Plus, don't be a cheapo and get it off your friends. I'm sure you guys can afford $7 a month.
I'm
for the
giving
best
him
streaming
$350
service.
to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying.
sharing it. The other thing is
This is
you guys
This is not
specifically.
live, by the way.
What?
What?
I didn't have time to look at it. I'm sorry.
The other thing is, no, it's fine.
I was talking to him.
With Disney Plus, it's one of those things where
Let's not get into that.
no, I know, $120 or $120 billion went.
Is it a B or an M?
Sorry.
Oh my
I'm
God,
an
I was-
idiot.
I was about to shit, dude.
$120 million.
I was about to stop watching this fucking stupid
120
bullshit
billion
ass
yen.
show
I
if it was
swear to
120
God.
billion
Dude.
yen.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Woo! You had my heart racing.
I apologize. 120 to $30 million went into this TV show, so you kind of expect a certain level of upper echelon of TV. And this episode for me, it just didn't.
Did
have it.
not reach that peak.
Yeah. So
What are you most happy to look forward to? I'm sorry. My brain just took a dump on me.
No worries.
What are you most excited for?
Because
I think I do have something.
Okay.
And it actually goes along with his, but I will let you go first.
Fair enough. I like that we're seeing more progression with Baby Yoda.
Yes.
That's what I wanted, if you remember from episode 1.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was going to be natural, I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
So you predicted something that was already going to happen.
What I'm most excited for is I want to see the Mandalorian drastically progress.
It's some
goes
more
with
training.
Yes.
Actually,
Hey, boss, shut up.
Well,
Nope.
maybe.
No, give me 5 minutes. Just shut up and let me say what I'm most excited to fucking see,
Yeah.
and then we will do that because
Yeah.
trust me.
So yeah, basically, what I'm most excited for is I want to see the progression of both of those characters in unison.
Oh yeah.
Utilize their powers
That's
together.
one. That's one for me.
And we did see that kind of in that Rhino scene where your boy got fucked up, and then
Your boy couldn't handle it.
Baby Yoda kind of had to save him, and it was kind of like for
The Jedi
me,
Order had to come in and fuck him up.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
was
bottom line.
I was like, Jesus Christ, man! Like they really did him dirty.
So
this episode,
you're just saying in unison, growing with each other
I want
to
see
depend
more
on each
fluid
other
combat.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Like become codependents?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be fucking dope, dude. That'd be badass.
I want to see him
especially
raise
if
Yoda.
Mando is like just comes out of nowhere and is just a fucking badass.
And then, like, for me, honestly, and I know this is, bridging the gap, all that bullshit, and it's just like a side note, but I really do feel like that these Disney Plus storylines, I feel like that they're going to intersect in
with some of the movies.
The movies, right? I feel like you might see the Mandalorian.
Yeah, what if they already have
movies.
some?
I don't know.
Like footage.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like just waiting.
Know.
That's what you're most excited for, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm interested to see where the story goes at the end of the time.
Yeah. What I'm most excited for, Lee Ball. This is why I asked you to chill out. I want, honestly, if he's gonna be as buns as he was this episode, I want him to find a mentor. You know what I mean? Like he said, I want to see Boba Fett, yada yada. I'm like, I know that's not gonna happen, but what if he finds?
Mandalorian mentor?
What if he finds another just straight up mentor that is a fucking badass that just literally doesn't want anything to do with bounty hunting anymore?
I love it.
Imagine that. Like he just progresses as a badass even further, thankfully, than this episode.
I like
Imagine that. Yeah. That's why I asked you to chill out. It wasn't anything from you talking. It was just I wanted to get to that. Like imagine he finds a fucking mentor, and then it's just even more intensive training, or learning, whatever.
Yeah,
and then he's even fucking better than Boba and fucking Jango.
Right.
Imagine that. That's what I want to see. Fuck me.
That's cool. I like that.
That'd be cool.
The last thing I want to get into before we end this thing is there was a scene where the Mandalorian leaves the planet, and he's in his ship, and his ship leaves the planet and goes into basically outer space and orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of us cohesively can say that did not look.
You didn't think it looked bad.
It looked okay.
That's not
I
bad.
I didn't really look at it. When he mentioned it, I was like, ugh, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
It kind of looked...
The ship looked like it was a toy, and the scene looked like it was out of a 1970s Star Trek.
It did,
no,
but when
fair.
the fucking ship was lifting off from the planet, looked bad as hell. It looked great.
It's just
it looked fantastic, but when it was just flying through the orbit, it looked a little shitty.
A little weird. Yeah,
like it could have looked like the ships actually leaving the planets, like in the actual movies.
I gotta rewatch
this much
it,
money on it,
and I am gonna rewatch the episode. I rewatched the first episode like 4 times. So it's one of those things where
imagine there's fucking ship combat in this.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Well, they got a lot to learn because.
Good Lord.
That was kind of in space and it looked like shit.
Yeah, so that's basically like another big ass gripe. So, I think that's pretty much it for our episode 2 of Mandalorian. You guys can follow us all at Roach Room Podcast, basically on everything.
All social media, everything. We do have a Patreon if you're feeling generous, but we're not going to push that. We don't care. This is all for fun. Tune in. What are we gonna say? Wednesday, next Wednesday for episode 3.
22. November
oh, it's
22nd.
it's Fridays, right?
Friday.
It is Fridays. Next Friday.
22nd and then the 29th, which is a Black Friday.
Still 7 days apart, so still a Friday.
I'm just saying. Day after Thanksgiving.
I'm not worried about that, but what I am worried about.
I'll be here, baby.
I'm worried about the tryptophan after fucking Thanksgiving while we watch this episode. I'm gonna be snoozing.
Yeah,
if it ain't got no action. Live up to the hype, please. Love you.
Alrighty, everybody. This was Roach Room in Review, episode 2 of The Mandalorian. Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next Friday here on
This has been Roaches in Review. Thank you. See you later. Bye. Stay classy, San Diego.